Yung Ho Pak. And we're so lucky to have him here in San Diego to conduct Orchestra Nova. And he's a real treasure for all of us here, young people particularly, that he gives his heart to all the time. And he has a magic about him that can make everybody play so well. So thank you so much for coming, Yung Ho Pak.
It's my honor to be here. Absolutely fantastic. I just can't wait to hear what you guys have been working on.
All right.
Enthusiasm. And I know that sounds like cheap. You have to believe me this morning. Your enthusiasm is more exciting to watch than most other professional orchestras, okay? I'm just so reminded how much love is in this room. Listen. I mean, such natural leadership. But what's wonderful is that sometimes second chair players do not lead. Sometimes second chair players are intimidated by first chair players. But what I love about watching you play is that you have your own individual personality, but you play together, which is very unique, very coveted. You know, and it's wonderful because I feel like you guys could switch chairs and he would just be as fine and you'd be as happy as a clam too. But that's great. I love personally. Some people think if you sit second or assistant principal, that means you have to sort of supplement your personality, and I've seen it so often. But that I think a great assistant really makes the principal feel strong, and so I think you do it so beautifully. And you guys have an intensity as well. And what you do. What I notice you do really well is that you look laterally, and you look this way too. A lot of principal seconds sort of go hide in the back, and they don't communicate this way. But your instinct to be as expressive, and if not more, some of the most animated people I've ever seen are principal seconds. Actually, there's a kind of a comfort. Have you ever said principal second? There's a kind of joy of playing principal second. You know that when you're playing second, it's like. I can do anything I want, you know, because her responsibility is to make sure everyone is playing together. You know, if it's not together, ultimately it's her responsibility. And so it's principal second sort of free. I can do this. And I've been saying that everyone should be sensitive to you, but under the best of circumstances, you give her inspiration too. You know, people think that, you know, a conductor is impervious to inspiration. You know, that, you know, if I do something beautiful, you don't care. You know? That's absolutely not true. You can change the way a conductor plays. I mean, even last night, you know, or you know, with my orchestras, you know, sometimes I'm so tired because you know, spending the day, you know, dealing with administrative stuff. I get in front there, and the musicians are like this, and it overwhelms me. It makes me conduct. Okay, I'll conduct better. You know. But the same thing is that she needs it as well, and I feel like, you know, you're playing so artistically that I feel like this is not a waste of time. And, I mean, that sounds so stupid, but it's a fruitful time for you as an artist. It should be for all of you as well. You know, when you go, are you growing as an artist? Are you alive, or are you in orchestra? You know what I mean? Okay, let's get to her entrance right now. Always sharing Great. Thank you so much. And just constantly what's happening around you. And you go, but I don't have the score. I don't know what they have. Your instincts to steal information. What's going on? What's going on? It's kind of like those meerkats in the middle of the prairie. You know what I mean? Poke your head out of the, Your inquisitiveness, especially as a continual player, has to be hyper. You know what I'm saying? That you have to say, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you have? What do you have? You know what I mean? So never play a half note. Never say, oh good, a half note. I don't have to think. You know what I mean? Okay, good. So let's continue. Let's continue. Okay. You're playing beautifully, by the way. Just so free and artistically. And I would just say, just go ahead and amp it up a little bit more, and just be more and more generous, because you're on the right track. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, count it up. 43. I feel like you're looking at your notes still. Just the advice I gave to him as well. I feel like you're looking at your notes and you're not really listening to her. You know what I mean? You're looking at 8th note, rest, 8th note, rest. Okay? Free yourself. Okay? Yes! Is now, I want you to be a little bit more of the artiste. I want a little bit more ego in the sense of giving them the bigger you are, the more they have to work with. You know what I mean? So and you have a lot, but I want to really push you to the edge, and I want you to just be overwhelmingly inspirational. Okay? It's a little bit of the instrument as well, but maybe it's a little bit of bow placement where you are. When you're that low, you need to get a little closer to the bridge. When you're that low, it has to cut through just a tiny bit more. Okay? Again, imagine a big concert hall. Imagine, you need to be heard. People are paying to hear you. Okay? So, if you ever sit next to a famous soloist, like I'm thinking of Lynn Harrell, for example. He bites all the time. It almost sounds ugly when you sit next to him, but when you sit further away. Not that I want you to play ugly, and actually, you're playing extremely tastefully too. I have to say that when people play Haydn, sometimes I feel like they're playing Tchaikovsky, so much. But just a little bit toward that way would be helpful.